A very good evening to my respected teacher and my dear friends. Hope you all are safe. I am Ravina and today our group 3A from 4th year will represent the topic Achalasia and GERD. GERD means gastroesophageal reflux disease, which occurs when stomach acid frequently flows back into the tube which connects our mouth and stomach, which is called esophagus, and this backwash, which is called acid reflux, causes irritation in the lining of esophagus. So this topic will be further discussed by our group mates. So let's get started.
In physiology GERD, postprandial, short-lived, asymptomatic, and no-nocturnal surgery. And in pathology GERD, symptoms, mucosal injury, and nocturnal surgery.
Primary barrier for gastroesophageal reflux is lower esophageal sphincter. When the sphincter will get disrupted, all the reflux from the stomach will move to esophagus.
Factors that can aggravate GERD: diet, caffeine, fatty spicy food, chocolate, coffee, peppermint, citrus, alcohol. Position and activity: bending, stretching. External pressure like pregnancy, tight clothing.
If classical symptoms of heartburn and regurgitations is present and in the absence of alarm symptom, the diagnosis can be made clinically. Diagnostic tests for GERDs are barium swallowing, endoscopy, esophageal manometry, ambulatory pH monitoring, and impedance pH monitoring.
Reflux disease, alarming sign and symptoms. Most specific sign and symptom is GI bleeding, weight loss, iron deficiency, anemia, dysphagia, dysphagia, early respite, etc.
Barium swallow is used to help diagnose the conditions that affect throat, esophagus, stomach, and first part of the small intestine. Problem includes like ulcers, hiatal hernia. Hiatal hernia is the condition in which the part of the stomach pushes back into the diaphragm. GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, is the condition in which the contents of the stomach goes back into the esophagus, and some structural abnormalities of GI like diverticulas and polyps and tumors.
Weight reduction: if overweighted, avoid eating fatty and fried food, chocolate, alcohol, and stop smoking. Avoid wearing tight clothes, especially around the waist. Now about the drug therapy. First one is antacid. Second one is histamine H2 receptor antagonist like ranitidine, cimetidine. Third one is a prokinetic drug. Fourth one is proton pump inhibitor like pantoprazole, omeprazole.
Treatment of GERD: lifestyle modification, weight reduction. If patient have overweight, avoid tight clothes around the waist, and modify diet like eat more frequent smaller foods and avoid fatty or fried rice, fried foods. Stop smoking. Elevated head of bed to 4 to 6 inches and avoid eating within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. And some drugs like cimetidine 400 to 800 mg twice a day, and famotidine 40 to 50 mg twice a day.
In GERD, we have some complications such as erosive esophagitis, which is responsible for 40 to 60% of GERD symptoms. Next, we have esophageal strictures, which is result of healing erosive esophagitis. Next, we have Barrett's esophagus. This is columnar metaplasia of esophagus associated with development of adenocarcinoma.
Achalasia is a mortality disorder of the esophagus, characterized by absence of peristalsis and failure of relaxation of lower esophagus sphincter. This causes obstruction at level of esophagogastric junction. Incidence common in adults 25 to 40 years age. Only 5% in children, also occurs in elderly in association with
pathophysiology. Achalasia is characterized by increased lower esophageal sphincter pressure, decreased or absent. Peristalsis is the distal portion in the esophagus, and lack of less relaxation in response to swelling.
Etiology of achalasia. The degeneration of the mesenteric plexus are the etiology, and the symptoms are the chest pain, dysphagia, regurgitation, heartburn, and the sensation of lower stomach food stocking.
Diagnosis of eclasia. First is chest X-ray, second is endoscopy. In chest X-ray, it shows dilated esophagus with air fluid level in distal esophagus. Second is endoscopy. It shows narrowing or obstruction of or distal part of esophagus, and it also to include organic causes of obstruction.
Treatment of eclasia. There are 4 types of treatment of eclasia. First is pharmacological treatment, that is calcium channel blockers and nitrates are useful. Second is forceful dilation, treatment of choice in adults. Third is botulinum toxin, in which injection to the sphincter using endoscope and cause local relaxation. Fourth is surgical treatment, in which myotomy is helpful. Then complications of eclasia. First is weight loss, second is malnutrition, third is breathlessness, fourth is pneumonia, and last is carcinoma.